Hey guys, this is Sloan with Intrepid Camp Gear. Behind me, I've got our GEO 3.0. This is gonna be our first true 3-person tent, or potentially up to 5 kids if you got them near horizontally. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through some of the materials that we have, the construction, and some of the details and features that we've got on this tent. I'll go ahead and start with the materials that we have. We've got a honeycomb aluminum top and base on this in both panels and underneath. On the side, we've got full aluminum rails running all the way around. And then on the corners, we've got composite corners on the bottom and on the top shells. As far as fabric goes, this is a 300D nylon ripstop. It's gonna have a UV protectant coating on it and a waterproof coating as well. As far as components go, what this is gonna include with your tent, you've got 2 sets of ladder brackets, so you can customize where your entry points are gonna be, whether you have one on the rear and one on the side, or you have one on each side. It's gonna come with 2 of those ladder brackets. You've got a lockable latch on each side. These keys are gonna be unique to your tent as well. We've got a ladder that comes with it, and it's gonna include the mattress and the condensation mat on the inside as well. As far as the materials go with these are all gonna be aluminum. The struts here, we've got a 300 Newton meter stainless steel strut supporting the top and a 100 Newton meter stainless steel strut supporting the top here. This is gonna increase the weight load that your roof can hold, which is pretty awesome. And then as far as accessories go, we've got a T-slot on the top, and then we've got 2 T-slots on the bottom here for mounting any accessories such as showers, awnings, shovels, axes, or anything of that such. I'm gonna go over some more features on the outside of the tent here with the fabric. First off, we've got a rainfly right here. This is gonna have a fiberglass rod running through it. This is gonna be pretty easy to replace. It can just be popped out and Velcroed back in if you happen to break it or need to put a new one in. This is designed to not add to your setup or your teardown time. This can just be put right in the tent and doesn't need to be taken out when you're packing up the tent or setting it up. As far as the doors go, this is a unique design that we have. We have 3 zippers up top and then 1 on the bottom. What this allows us to do is to customize your door setup. So if you have any rain or wind, you can increase or decrease the size of your door if you still want to have a little bit of ventilation. So what you can do is you can take this top zippers here and open or close them, and this just allows you to morph or change the size or shape of your door as well. We also color coded all the zippers on the exterior of the tent, so you're gonna either have green zippers or red ones. The green ones are gonna be critical for closing up the tent, and the red ones are not gonna be as critical. So this allows you to maximize your setup time while still keeping things in or outside of the tent when it's packed up. On the side doors here, we've got a mesh layer and a primary fabric. You can choose which door you have, and there's a mesh pocket on the inside of the tent here that you can tuck whichever layer you're not using inside of that, so it's tucked out of the way. On the back here, we've got a tri-layer door. This is gonna have your primary tent door like this, a mesh layer as well, or you can use a clear layer like the stargazing windows up top. So you can have a full-size window on the rear of the tent, and those extra layers can be rolled up and tucked out of the way as well. We designed these tents with longevity in mind. Nearly everything on this can be replaced if it has wear and tear or if they happen to break. Let's start off with the fabric. We included zippers on the top and bottom of the fabric. So if you happen to puncture this or it happens to wear through at any points, you can zip out this fabric and zip a new skin in as well. As far as the components go, all these can be bolted on or off, starting from the ladder brackets to your lockable latches here, or even your stainless steel struts. These can be bolted off and a new one can be bolted back on. Up here at the hinge gasket, this is gonna be a rubber gasket that runs from one end to the other. These are pretty high exposed points that have a lot of wear. So we designed it with self-tapping screws on each side that this gasket can be taken in, taken out as time goes on, and easily replaced. All right, we're here on the inside of the 3.0. I'll go over some of the features that we've got built into this, as well as some of the materials that we've got. Above me, I've got a poly cotton roof. This is gonna have a little bit of space between it and the aluminum shell. That aluminum shell can retain a lot of heat during the summertime, so this creates a vapor barrier to keep it nice and cool on the inside of the tent. This is gonna be pretty soft to the touch as well. Behind me, we've got our 2 accessories. This is gonna be our organizer with some clear entertainment pockets, as well as mesh and zip-up pockets for any of your belongings as well. And then I've got our cargo net above me as well. So below me, I've got our 2-inch mattress. This is gonna have a waterproof coating on it, and then this cover can be taken off and washed or set out to dry if need be. And then beneath that, I've got a 1/2-inch condensation mat that's gonna keep underneath the mattress nice and dry and allow some airflow through there, especially if you've got any condensation or moisture trapped inside of the tent. Up here, we've got 2 pockets, primarily for your doors if they're not being used. And there's also a zipper pocket on there for your belongings as well. The tent has enough room inside of it for accessories or any sleeping gear to be closed up inside of it. You don't have to remove any of that stuff. And then up top here, we've got our 2 skylights for stargazing. These have roll-up covers if you want to keep it dark in here for sleeping. And then we've also got 2 vents up top for the condensation. These have zippers on them with a mesh layer so that you can still get that breathability without any bugs coming in as well. That covers everything as far as features go on our 3.0 here. If you have any other questions about this tent or any of our other model tents, reach out to us at support@intrepidcampgear.com, or you can even schedule a virtual tour if you have any personal questions or want to get any views of inside the tent as well.